For you, I will go for the on-campus scholarship. I mean, like, who doesn't want to travel abroad? Like, seriously. Hey dream chasers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elfrida and this channel is all about studying, working and living abroad. And if you're going to be watching this video in January 2023, I want to wish you a very happy new year. Yes, this is the year where we're going to achieve our goals, and I'm here to give you all the moral support that you will be needing. So don't forget to subscribe, share and watch this video to the end. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. So it's going to be in 5 phases. What's it about? The schools you can apply to, eligibility criteria, the application process, and the scholarship essays. So make sure you don't miss any part of this video. The MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program is a scholarship opportunity that's targeted at young but economically deprived individuals in Africa, young people in Africa who are deprived economically but have the ability to transform and change Africa with their values, skills, and experiences. Scholarship is founded by the MasterCard Foundation. And the MasterCard Foundation is an international non-governmental organization that was founded in 2000. Now, before you apply for the scholarship, you need to determine which university or which country you would like to go for. Because the MasterCard Foundation is partnering with different universities across different countries. So you have universities in the UK, US, Canada, South Africa, and other countries, okay? But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship Program in the University of Edinburgh in the UK. Now, these universities or these partners have their own requirements, their deadlines. So you need to check with the universities and on their websites, to discover their recruitment process and deadline. So the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship Program in the University of Edinburgh is currently open. You can either apply as an online scholar, that is to study from your home country, or to study on campus, that is to come over to the UK to the University of Edinburgh to study. Whichever way you want to do it, you still need to apply online, and you just need to apply for the MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program. This is the first application you need to do. Don't worry about the admission before applying. Just apply for the scholarship program first. Now, if you wish to choose the online study, you can only do a diploma for 2 years or a master's for 3 years. This is going to be a part-time master's for 3 years. So if you're a busy professional and you don't want to travel abroad, you can still apply for this scholarship and stay in the comfort of your house or your office to do this scholarship within 3 years. For the on-campus scholarship, you'll be required to apply for a 1-year master's program at the University of Edinburgh. What I like about this on-campus study is that on top of the full scholarship, you get your tuition fees, accommodation, travel, living cost, stipend, every single thing. So if I were you, I will go for the on-campus scholarship. I mean, like, who doesn't want to travel abroad? Like, seriously. I'm going to be taking you through the eligibility requirements. First one is that you must qualify academically for admission at the University of Edinburgh, usually a UK second class upper degree or its equivalent. And then secondly, you must not have had a master's before now. Thirdly, you must not be above 35. In addition, you must be a resident of a sub-Saharan African country, and you must show that you do not have the financial means to study abroad. And most importantly, you must be able to show a track record of leadership in your community, good skills, good leadership skills. I say most importantly because this is very important. If you have all these requirements, you will need to show this in your essay writing. You'll be required to answer some questions in essay forms, and there are 5 questions, and it's going to be 5 essays for you. I mean, this is it's not as hard as Commonwealth, where you have to answer up to 9 questions. Okay, so I feel like this one is quite simple. Okay, it's just about getting the approach right. Okay, and remember, there's no good or perfect essay. It's just the one that sells confidently. Essay here says, reflecting on your life so far, tell us how you meet the key selection criteria for the scholars program. should include information on your academic achievements and barriers to education you have faced. So this question is quite simple. I mean, what makes you fit? What makes you the right candidate for this scholarship program? And they're telling you, they're giving you hints on, okay, include your academic achievements, include barriers to education you must have faced. And if you're from Africa, of course, you must have faced a lot of barriers to education. And then if you've had a good academic track record, this is where you sell yourself and include those barriers. Tell a story on, you know, how the barriers you faced and your academic achievements. If you're a lady, the barriers to education, maybe as a female from maybe your tribe, the kind of barriers you faced. Maybe you were not allowed to go to school, you had to fund yourself. Sell yourself. You don't need to follow anybody's story, follow your own story. So the next question is, we want to learn about your track record as a transformational leader. Tell us about one current idea or project you're working on which clearly demonstrate this. Remember, I said that you need to have given back to the community. So this scholarship is for people that have given back to the community, and doesn't have to be like a very big community. It could be a group of people that you know attended to. So you just need to more likely relax, reflect on what you've done over time. And then this question particularly is telling you about current situation, current tasks you're working on. So I would advise you use the STAR approach, the situation, maybe talk about the things that you saw that made you to actually carry out a particular action. So maybe you volunteered as one of the representatives going to communities to enlighten people about HIV and AIDS. It doesn't have to be the example I'm giving, you know, but try to, you know, relax and say things that you are currently doing. And after the situation, we'll talk about the tasks, what you did, the action you took, and then the results and the lessons, you know, learned, if you want to add an L to that. Make sure that it's not something you're just cooking up. It's something that you really did, okay, or you're really doing, currently doing. So just ensure that you look back at what you've done and what you're currently doing. If you're currently volunteering in an organization, mention it and mention the tasks that you were giving. You don't have to be the leader of the organization before you include it. You could be a member, but so far as you're doing something for your society, you're doing something positive, creating that change. So the next question here is, we aim to award MasterCard Foundation scholarships to individuals who will benefit most from the opportunity. How would being a MasterCard Foundation scholar support your development, either personal or professional? Yeah, you want to combine both the personal benefits and the professional benefits together, or you want to see them differently or separately? Whichever way you go, you're still okay. So you can say personally it's going to, you know, help you because you can't fund your studies if you're not giving this scholarship. So professionally, of course, a master's degree is going to enhance your skills and improve your knowledge, deepen your understanding of certain things and certain areas, and it's going to equip you for more development. So I recommend that you mention maybe some of your modules in the courses you're taking to, you know, buttress your point. So you could say that, oh, if I take this course and this module in this course, my knowledge is going to be enhanced, deepened. I'm going to get more skilled in that particular area. And then you could mention one or two lecturers that you would like to work with, the kind of research you like to do, and then the futuristic goals that you have when you do those research. We would like to find out more about your interest in further academic study. Please explain how the degree program you have chosen to study here relates to your future goals. So you can see that the questions are actually following each other. So you should maintain your story. Don't just say A and then say B in the next question. Make sure you follow it step by step. Talked about your futuristic goal, and then the next question is already talking about, you know, your goals. So you should mention your long-term goals, your short-term goals with regards to the course you're taking and how it's going to also, you know, equip you when you get back to your country, and how you're going to make a change with that course. It could be in the health sector, it could be in African development. There's a course on that, food security. So you just need to check your program, and whichever program you want to do, make a lot of research concerning that program. Last question here says, MasterCard Foundation is a growing network of diverse scholars. One of the key attributes of this network is a commitment to inclusion. What experience do you have promoting social inclusion? What have you learned? Okay, so you're talking about the MasterCard Foundation principle of inclusion. To give examples of either maybe one example and stick to it. One example of how you faced issues with social inclusion. Maybe as a lady, you were not allowed access to education and all of that, and you don't want that to continue to other people. You want to help people out, you want to help ladies out, young girls out, or maybe you want to talk about inequality, you want to talk about sexual reproduction, whatever thing you're talking about, just relate it to social inclusion, and then give the lessons that you've learned and how you've been able to tackle these things, and why you want to tackle this for other people. Make sure everything boils down to community service, giving back to the country, giving back to your people. Okay, it doesn't have to be the whole Nigeria or the whole African country where you are. So you just have to be, even if it's a little group of persons, you just have to show that you are really committed to doing this kind of thing. And make sure your essays are no longer than 250 words. Okay, make sure whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying, tackle the questions, answer the questions. Don't just start saying, oh, I was poor, I am poor, I'm this and that. Make sure you tackle it. Let there be confidence. Show confidence that you know what you're saying and you can do it. The online study, you need to show that you can manage your time amongst other commitments, because you will not be on campus and it's going to be a long-term study. So you need to make sure that you show them, oh, this is how I manage my time. Work, I sleep, rest, I continue my studies. Whichever way, just give them a rundown of how you manage your time. That is all for this video. If this was useful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, send your questions. If there's anything I've missed out,